This is Monkey World in Dorset, the largest ape and monkey rescue centre on the planet. Today on Monkey Life. Tough love. Chimpanzee Brian learns a painful lesson when he goes outside for the first time.
Lee, we did it off. Obviously, he's got to learn the electric fence. Touch that again, will you?
Will woolly monkey Julio be brave enough to take his first steps outdoors? And in Paddy's chimp group, Lee gets hands-on with Suzie. Could she be pregnant for the second time?
Fingers crossed, we're not wrong.
Monkey World is home to over 160 apes and monkeys. To make sure that the animals are healthy, the staff must get close to them. But with wild animals like these, this can be dangerous.
You be careful, boy.
Mike and Leanne Bates from San Diego Zoo in California have been teaching the primate care staff a technique that makes everybody's lives much easier.
Suzie, come on.
Put simply, the primates are rewarded for doing what the keepers ask. They call it operant conditioning.
Come on, Suze. Push it right up. No, no. Good girl.
It's thanks to this training that head keeper Lee can get so close to Suzie.
Good girl, Suze. Good girl.
Keeper Hannah is using the same technique with the woolly monkeys.
Hand. Good girl, Paquita.
Paquita is being asked to give Hannah her hand. When she puts her hand through the bars, Hannah uses a clicker to signal that she's done the right thing. Paquita knows that when she hears the clicker, she will be rewarded with a treat. No clicker, no treat. A good incentive to do what Hannah wants.
Good girl.
So Hannah is training these animals to stop individually between the two slides where we can accomplish more of the management behaviors that we need to examine the animals, draw blood, give injections. With these guys, we measure blood pressure in the tail with a cuff.
Good girl.
This technique is great for health checks and medical procedures, but staff can also use it to train animals to go into travelling boxes without needing an anaesthetic.
Well, right now we're working with the keepers toward achieving something that's not unusual for the lemurs to experience, which is being in a crate. So we're allowing them to go into the crates on their own accord, be rewarded for going in there and actually tolerating the door being closed behind them, and carried around for as long as it takes to get them where they need to be taken. It's taking a negative situation, typically being boxed in the crate, making it into a positive experience so that something that happens on a regular basis during the year isn't such a negative experience for them. His foot's still sticking out. There you go.
Good boy, Julio.
The primates are never forced to participate. If they don't want to take part, they don't have to.
It's stimulating for these animals. They're intelligent, they need mental stimulation as well as nutrition. So it's important for their enrichment, if you will. And we avoid having to do more invasive work like capturing them, restraining them with a net, or even sedating them. So the animals are benefiting in just about every way you can think of.
Lena, tail? Tail? Oh, good girl, Lena.
Later, animal manager Jeremy has his hands full when he tries to check chimp Brian's new teeth.
The thing I was going to say, before Brian interrupted me, was...
And young Orangutan Kai proves he has a head for heights. Over in Paddy's chimp group, it's time for their treat of the day, Kongs. Kongs are dog toys filled with hidden treats. These have been stuffed with carrots, apples and parsnips. It's going to be a challenge for the chimps to get the food out of the Kongs. As usual, Boss Paddy has grabbed as many as he can. Now all he's got to do is work out how he can get to the tasty bits. And Paddy's not too smart. Maybe he should take some tips from clever Gamba. He's making the perfect sized tool to get to the food. Paddy is clearly intrigued by Gamba, but surely there's a way that doesn't involve so much brain power. Meanwhile, baby of the bunch, Eddie, is up to her usual tricks, scrounging. But life for Eddie is changing, fast. She's growing up, and she's not finding it so easy to get her own way anymore. Beth doesn't want to share, and Eddie's pouting lips mean she's on the verge of a temper tantrum. This is the point where Mum, Suzie, used to rush to her daughter's side. But Eddie's 6 years old now. It's time for her to fend for herself. Sure enough, Eddie blows her top, and Beth just lets her get on with it. She's still not going to give in. Eddie's used to getting her own way, and this is new territory for her. Beth is determined to hold on to her Kong for as long as she can. Which is just about the time it takes for Mum, Suzie, to show up. She doesn't get involved, but her presence and Eddie's persistence is at last enough to let Eddie get her own way. But Beth's not stupid. Eddie's welcome to the Kong. It's empty. Meanwhile, inside the chimp enclosure, head keeper Lee is using the clicker technique to work with some of the chimps.
Good girl. Give me this hand. Thank you very much. Good girl.
The primate care staff practice this technique on a daily basis, and today Lee is using it to feel Susie's stomach. He thinks she's pregnant.
What we've noticed is obviously Susie's got a lot larger. Her belly's got bigger. Her actual nipples have actually changed size again and are becoming more elongated and larger, which is also another sign. And obviously what you need to do is put one hand one side and actually push. And what you're looking for is that generally if there is a baby there, you'll push, and you can only push so far because it'll go hard. And that's what we're actually feeling at the moment. So fingers crossed, we're not wrong.
In the past, the primate care staff used to use human pregnancy tests, but getting a chimp to pee on cue isn't easy.
Hey, Kathy, think dripping taps and cold mountain streams and big waterfalls.
Introducing the clicker training has made things much easier, and it means Lee can keep a very close eye on Suzie.
Without the operant conditioning, we would not have this opportunity to, to check her every day, and we would just have to hope everything was going okay and hope that, yes, she isn't, or no, she isn't pregnant, so.
If Suzie is pregnant, this'll be a second baby. Her firstborn, Eddie, is now 6 years old and not a baby anymore. It'll be interesting to see how she copes with a new brother or sister.
That's going to be one thing, we're all going to learn here at the park is how is Eddie going to react when Mum gives birth to another baby. So it's going to be a learning curve for her, as well as Mum, because Mum's going to have to now put a bit of pressure on Eddie to actually say, well, no, you're not the main focus here anymore.
Over in the chimp nursery, animal manager Jeremy is having a physical workout with 3-year-old Brian.
That's all he ever wants to do is fight. He doesn't do any other playing at all. Get out of it. Stop it.
Jeremy hasn't just come in for a fight, he actually needs to check Brian's teeth.
Are you going to let me see your teeth?
It's been a few weeks since Brian had an operation to remove a rotten tooth.
Now, this is going to be very carefully done. You're going to show everybody how your teeth are growing. You've got that great big tombstone in the bottom there.
But baring his teeth is the last thing on Brian's mind.
Go on.
Oh, no. Oh, oh, oh.
Stop it. That's not funny.
Before coming to Monkey World, boisterous Brian lived in Mexico, where he was being trained as a beach photographer's prop.
Good boy, Brian. Good boy.
Whilst there, he had all but 4 of his teeth forcibly removed to stop him biting tourists. Once at the park, wildlife vet John Lewis was called in to see how much damage had been done to Brian's mouth. He discovered a rotten permanent tooth, which had to be removed, and he was worried that more of his adult teeth would be damaged. Luckily, this doesn't seem to be the case.
So John obviously did a good job there, and we took an X-ray and took out all the debris, and now there's no reason why his permanent teeth shouldn't come through normally, which they appear to be doing. And I'm just defending myself from them as we speak.
Brian is the perfect example of why chimps do not make good pets and need to be with their own kind, where rough and tumble is all part of life. At 3 years old, he already has the strength of the average adult human male, and he's definitely putting Jeremy through his paces.
Can I come out now? I've had enough.
Round 1 to Brian. But coming up, Brian's not so cocky when he heads outdoors for the first time.
Oh, without getting too much. Oh, yes, I love you too.
And is woolly monkey Julio brave enough to take his first steps outside? Monkey World in Dorset is home to 10 woolly monkeys. The youngest is 18-month-old Julio. He's been living with his woolly family for more than 6 months now and is comfortable with his inside space. But today, it's a big day for Julio. It's time for him to go outside for the first time. Julio's normally a confident monkey, but the large outside area is a bit scary. The animals at Monkey World are allowed to develop at their own pace, so if Julio isn't quite brave enough right now, there's no rush. The rest of the group are out and about enjoying one of their native fruits, tamarillos. Woolly monkeys have very particular nutritional needs, and tamarillos are perfect for them as they're low in sugar and help boost their immune system. It's the first time the group have tried this fruit, and they seem to be enjoying them. By placing them high in the enclosure, the keepers ensure that the woolies hunt for their food as much as they would do in the wild. Woolly monkeys have a prehensile tail, which acts as a 5th limb. It's adapted for seizing and grasping, and it's strong enough to hold their entire body weight. Julio's still wary of the large outside space, but the hanging fruit is tempting him. In the wild, babies move around on their mothers and get guidance on what to eat. But as Julio was hand-reared, he has to learn for himself. And Julio is learning fast. He's finally been brave enough to get his own tamarillo. But he's not quite brave enough to eat it outside, so he heads back to the safety of his indoor enclosure. The outside encounter may have been brief, but it's a massive step forward for him. And it's not just Julio whose development is progressing. Next door in the chimp nursery, 3-year-old Brian is about to have his first outdoor experience.
I am getting too old for all this, you know. It's official.
Brian really needs somewhere to burn off his excess energy, and the outside area of the chimp nursery is the perfect space, with a helping hand from animal manager Jeremy.
Hello, young man. Come on. Who's that? Shall we have a look round? What do you reckon? There's Andy. You know Sal? There's Lulu.
Brian's definitely lacking in confidence when it comes to being outdoors. It's a big thing for him to take in. To help Brian feel more comfortable, only dominant female Sally and Lulu are outside.
This is much better because it's controlled. You see, now he can have a look round in a nice, comfortable situation. And, you know, he can get an idea of everything. Right, you know, he's obviously calmer while I'm holding him. So he can get an idea of the whole situation without getting too worried. Oh, yes, I love you too. He's a good boy. Here you go, Sal. Sal, look, he wants to say hi. Hello. Here you go. There you go. I'm with you. Yeah, don't worry, this is good. This is good. Because he's nervous, and that's good because then he isn't going to get independent. There you go, Lulu. Hello, sweetheart. There, you can touch her. You can touch.
Brian is just starting to explore his surroundings.
This is not good.
But later, the 3-year-old learns a harsh but important lesson when he encounters the electric fence.
We turn it off.
Luckily, dominant female Sally is on hand to comfort him. At the other side of the park, 2-year-old Orangutan Kai is out and about showing off. Kai is totally at ease with his surroundings, even way up on the high ropes. Kai's mum, Xiao Kuai, is now happy to let her confident toddler explore by himself. As far as Kai's concerned, he's all grown up. Having mum around just cramps his style. Last year, Kai wasn't quite so steady on his feet. He was grateful to have mum around then, and she was happy to be right by his side whenever he needed her. But that was then, and this is now. Kai's happy to soak up attention from whomever he can in the group, and he makes sure he gets his fair share of attention. Luckily for Kai, it seems he's just too cute to resist. And his sweet nature actually gives the older females in the group a vital lesson. Orangutans don't always appear to have natural mothering instincts. They learn how to be good mothers from their own mothers. Xiao Lan and the other rescued female orangs were stolen from their mums at a young age, so nobody knows if they'll look after their own babies. Maybe Kai will give them the practice they need. Amazingly, he even works his charms on grumpy Amy. She doesn't do babies and prefers spending time in her own company. But it certainly looks like she's enjoying playtime with little Kai. But Kai's a typical kid, and it's not long before he gets bored of playing. Exploring is much more fun. And now he's got his head for heights, the higher the better. Back in the chimp nursery, Brian is beginning to feel more comfortable with the outside space. For the animal's safety, the enclosures are fitted with an electric fence. This prevents the primates from climbing out and harming themselves or anyone else.
I'm just testing the fence here. Obviously, he's got to learn the electric fence, and I've got the voltage really low because I don't want to hurt him. But he was just touching it a couple of minutes ago, and I'm just checking that it is working. But it's working fine. He's obviously well hard. No, don't touch that while you're on me.
But it is vital that Brian learns not to touch the electric fence, even if he has to learn the hard way.
Right, come here. Come here. Now, come here. Don't touch it. Come here. Me, we take it off. That's good.
This may seem harsh, but it's the only way Brian will learn.
Good girl, Sally. Come here. Come on. Good boy. There we go. He's learnt now. Don't touch that again, will you? Hey, good boy. Good boy. He's learnt the electric fence, and he might have to learn it again yet. Some of them have to learn it twice. It knocks him back, it takes the wind out of his sail. You know, he's not quite so cocky now. So, and that's normal, you know, it's bound to happen. He'll get over it.
Chimpanzees are very resilient, but just to make sure Brian is okay, Jeremy will go outside with him a few more times.
Good girl, Sally.
Brian's intelligent and lively indoors, so he'll soon be just as confident outdoors. Next time, baby orangutan Dinda gets to grips with her outside enclosure,
Good girl.
while stump-tailed macaque Coco has difficulty with hers. And woolly monkey Kuna has her second baby. But a tough decision has to be made.
Whenever Kuna moves around, the baby's legs and tail are hanging.
With the past history of the animal, I'd do it. I'd go for it now and take the baby.